Welcome to another episode of Middle and Earth with me, Lewis, and Matt this afternoon. We're going to be discussing the recent Superman film, the reboot of the DCEU these days, Matt?
DCU?
What's it called?
DC Universe, I think.
Something like that, yeah. Similar format to our last video when we reviewed the Jurassic World Rebirth. We'll give our initial thoughts and then we'll delve into it a little bit more in relation to spoilers and things like that. So let's make a start then. What are your overall thoughts then, Matt? Without any spoilers.
I don't know. I was a bit wary going in because I'd heard some things were a bit much in it. It was a bit goofy and some of the stuff. Maybe it was a bit like extra, kind of a bit too James Gunny. But no, I really enjoyed it. In terms of like James Gunn isms as well. I don't think his like style kind of overpowered it. I thought it was a bit more talky than a lot of like the Guardians films and stuff as well. There was like scenes where people were just talking, which was good. The action was really good. Like obviously there was that thing about it, the flying looking a bit goofy because of that picture and stuff. But I think the flying was really, really, really good. I thought the performances were strong across the board, even like the side characters. The music was good. The themes were great. I think Cornsweat worked really well as Superman and what we got of Clark, because there was a lot of Superman in this, which was good, I suppose. But maybe we'll get to see a bit more Clarkiness in other films later on. But yeah, overall, I was really happy, and I think it's a really good, positive launch or cinematic launch of James Gunn's universe, I think. What about you?
Well, as you know, I'm not the biggest Superman fan. It's not really been a character that I've been able to get behind because I like my superheroes to be a bit flawed, a bit more human. Obviously, Superman's always been seen as this, he's this all-powerful, he's almost God-level. I know he's not a god, but he's always been sort of like on God-level type thing. And has always been seen as perfect, but I actually really enjoyed this film. I don't know if that is because James Gunn's taken the reins, and obviously DC films normally are seen as, compared to Marvel, being a lot more serious, a lot more dark, and he's added a bit more humour and whatnot to this, but I actually enjoyed it. I agree, David Cornsweat was very good in the role. You didn't get to see him as Clark Kent as much, which is probably something that they could explore further down the line. It was more focused more on him being Superman.
Interestingly, though, there was with him and Lois, there was kind of like an in-between character as well, where it was kind of not. It wasn't Superman. He wasn't like goofy Clark, was he? There was that in-between where he was himself, kind of thing. It's weird. But I did like that. It was interesting.
Yeah. I enjoyed I think the cast as a whole was good. Nicholas Hoult was good as Lex Luthor. I was a bit skeptical when I saw that he was cast as Lex Luthor, but I thought he was really good. The side characters were really good. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Nathan Fillion, so it was nice to see him. Because I know he always appears in James Gunn's films, but it's actually nice to see him have a bit more of an active role, as opposed to just appearing as a little cameo. So that was good. Crypto stole the show for me. I think Crypto the Superdog was fantastic. But yeah, like you said, echo what you said. There was a nice pace to the film, and it was broken up. It wasn't all action. It was broken up with good scenes of like dialogue and a bit more character building and things like that. So it was I enjoyed it. Really good. More than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, I was surprised when you came out saying that you were so blown away by it. To be fair, because I know Superman's not like you say, but I do think he did a very good job of like humanizing him, like straight from the start. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't invincible, was he?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you say, you look at the like of Henry Cavill Superman, and he is pretty much, they go along with that moniker straight away. He's the Man of Steel. He's not someone that can be beaten. And yet you open this film, and I know we've said it in the past, particularly with like Marvel films, like Spider-Man and things like that. You kind of feels a bit lost that they didn't do the origin story. But this one, where the opening scene, where instead of going through the whole thing, you see Krypton blow up and these little spaceships sending down to Earth, and he grows up you get it all in like little text paragraphs to begin with.
Did you like that? Or?
I thought that actually worked rather well, because then it allows you to just get straight into it. Because, like you say, you get through that, and then he crash lands into Antarctica, and already he's, like you say, he's been beaten. He's been absolutely battered by the big armored guy that you see in the next scene. And it does, you're automatically thinking, oh, right, Superman's not as unbeatable as you've always been led to believe. And I think that was a good way of starting the film. That actually, it does show that he can be a little bit flawed, maybe, and things like that.
I think one of the themes through the film, I suppose, is that he's not, because obviously Lex Luthor's trying to paint him as this kind of alien that's here to take over the world and stuff, whereas I think throughout the film it's trying to show you that he's just the same as all of us, I suppose, isn't he? Even though he's from somewhere else.
Yeah,
he's like one of us now, kind of thing. Which is,
he might have all these powers, but he's taken to living on Earth.
I suppose it's kind of like the nature versus nurture thing, isn't it? Like it's how you're brought up that makes you who you are, kind of thing, not where you're from, you kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's really good. Right, should we dive into all the bits that we liked then, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Start off positive. Like the film is very positive in itself, I think. What does I like the most? I think one thing I did very much like was that we actually have a superhero film with an actual like relationship in it, like an adult relationship where two people actually like are attracted to each other and have chemistry, and like there's passion there and stuff. It's not like I love you, oh I do too, yeah, kind of thing. Like you actually see the passion between them and stuff, and I really like that because you don't very often get that in like superhero and like films ever, really.
No, you don't. You even got that. You even got that little bit of conflict between them as well.
Yeah,
obviously she called him out on, oh, well, you're always interviewing yourself type thing. Why didn't you let me interview you? Obviously, Lois to Clark. And then she actually does interview him as Superman, and you can tell that obviously she's put on her professional head. She's put aside the whole thing that they're in a relationship there and whatnot. She's just seen it purely as, I'm a journalist and I'm going to give you an interview. And she does ask him some sort of hard-hitting questions, and he's taken aback by it a bit, isn't he? And it does show.
I like that he kept censoring it. He kept turning it off and being like, "What are you doing? Like, why? Yeah, you're supposed to be like." Like it was him doing it, not like. It's quite funny.
But I thought that was good because obviously that then shows that again they're not the perfect couple. There are things
it's like,
that
it's real though, isn't it? It's like a real relationship. Like you do argue and stuff. It's really good.
I say he walks out. He does the human thing of I'm not liking this argument. I'm not winning, and he walks out. Which actually, it cuts back to the Lois in the kitchen. She's actually shocked at the fact that he's stormed out of the room because he's not winning an argument, and that's like you said. I think it shows that he's actually got a level of humanity because that is a natural human thing to do.
But yeah, I love their relationship. It's really good. It really helps like ground the film, I think, make it relatable. But yeah, like you, I love Crypto as well. It was there's so many funny bits. Like he's such a. It's not even like he was like, oh, he's a super. He was just a dog. Some scenes it's just a normal dog, you know, like I know it's getting spoilery already, but like, you know, when Lois gets in the ship and he just kind of comes and sits on her lap, like just like, are you gonna no, I'm just gonna sit here. Like he's just like a dog,
something that dog owners can relate to. You know, like you say, you come home. Obviously, going back to sort of like that opening 15 minutes, Superman goes into this fortress of solitude and
it's just trashed.
Gets healed and whatnot. And after he's been healed or whatnot, he then realizes that Krypto's trashed the place, and that's just like coming home from the shop and your dog's shredded a load of toilet roll or been in the wash basket or something like that. It's just that's stuff that people can relate to, which I think again is something that you probably wouldn't have had in previous Superman films.
But that was kind of that was James Gunn's like way in, wasn't it, as well? I think through the dog. Like I think that's how he figured out the film. I think a little bit, which is cool.
Yeah,
because Krypto's
he's like he made him a far more relatable character.
Because it's quite a big swing putting a super dog in a film. I think, to be fair, it could have been really silly, but I think it really worked. It worked.
Yeah.
It made the film like more lovable, I think, as well.
Yeah,
like memorable.
And I thought from seeing like the trailer, Krypto would be just like a little side note, a little cameo at some point. But actually, they have him appear in several.
But he's like integral as well to like some scenes. He's integral, isn't he? But like it's cool.
So it worked rather well. Obviously, being a dog lover, I made it more enjoyable for me. But yeah, I liked like I say, Nathan Fillion's one of my favourite actors. But I liked his obviously him as Guy Gardner, and then you had Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific as the Justice Gang. I thought they worked rather well as well.
I did like the running joke of that's not their actual name, though. It's quite funny. I suppose that's kind of like teasing.
It's teasing the Justice League, isn't it? It's the sort of like the foundations of it, because obviously they're based in the Hall of Justice, which is where the Justice League bases themselves eventually. So you can see that again already this I know we'd mention this later in the video, but that's James Gunn setting the foundations for his Justice League later down the line. You've already got sort of where they're going to be based and potentially some of the founding members there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was peppered in nicely, to be fair. I think like it wasn't like, oh, this is going to set up this. It was just kind of there, you know what I mean? It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I like Superman's interactions with them as well. You can tell Guy Gardner's a bit of a jerk.
Mr. Terrific was banging now. I love that character. Like I never really heard anything or seen anything of him before, but he was really good, really memorable, I think.
Yeah.
You like want to see him again, kind of thing, don't you? Definitely. But he's got such like a cool power set and stuff.
Yeah. And he does play a bit of an integral part as well towards the end of the film. Again, it's another thing. It shows that Superman's not always going to be able to save the day on his own. He's going to need help from other people, and obviously Mr. Terrific plays a good part in helping stop the cataclysm at the end. And then obviously you've got Green Lantern and Hawk Girl and what is it? Metamorpho?
Metamorpho.
The guy obviously they then go to the side thing and do that as well. So it shows that he's Superman's. Whereas before, you look at Christopher Reeve films and whatnot, it's just like, oh, Superman can do it all. He'll stop a road or whatever from a bridge collapsing over there, and then he'll save Lois Lane from a falling building. Whereas in this, he's had to ask for help for other people because he knows he can't do it all.
And I like that he always tries to stop everything, but he can't always do it. You know, there's like when the buildings are falling and stuff, like he does save everyone, but then he doesn't like save the building. This building's all kind of like just crumples on top of him, and he just like kind of gets out like, oh, I tried.
Crawls out, doesn't he? He has to crawl out of the rubble because even though he saved he saves the girl from that's that shot that you see in the trailer where like all the metal bars are coming down. He saves her, and then he saves the woman in the car. He saves the dog. He saves a squirrel. They put as little. I like that thing again. It makes him, it humanizes him. Like he's there to try and save everyone. So you even get a little scene where he saves a squirrel from.
He even wants to save the kaiju. He's like, we can trap it and just like say, put it somewhere, and then yeah, crazy. But yeah, I love that. Like, he just wants to do good. Like, you know what I mean? Like with the argument with like him and Lois and stuff. Like he literally just wants to save everyone. You know what I mean?
Josh. Sorry.
Animals. Yeah. Lex Luthor was really good as well. I think this iteration is a good update. I think. Everyone's been making the comparisons to like, oh, it's like the rich tech mogul who is just like a big man child. It's quite funny. I suppose it's got a lot of real world ramifications at the minute, doesn't it? I suppose.
It is. It has got a. He is slightly playing it Elon Musk-esque in that he is a big man child and whatnot.
Even like the tantrums that he has and stuff, where he like knocks the cups on the floor, he's like, pick it up.
With all the pencils, he keeps knocking them over and expecting his staff to pick them up. And
but he is, he's like a horrible person as well. Like he's the first villain in ages that they've not tried to humanize. You know what I mean? He's just horrible. Like,
well, because at the same time, they sort of have a little bit, because they have that moment where he's like, where Superman's like, it's a bit weird that you just keep coming after me, type thing, and he's just like, yeah, because I'm envious of you. You can do all this stuff, and I can't. It's just like it does give him again. They're going down the human route of Lex Luthor's just jealous that Superman can fly and he's got super strength and he's got the heat vision and things like. And Lex Luthor's a billionaire, but he's never going to be able to have any of that stuff.
Sure, yeah.
All he can do is, and it's very much like what certain media tech moguls do these days. He just obviously he doesn't do it because he has a load of monkeys in his pocket.
Literal monkeys.
A keyboard just going, I hate Superman hashtag, and that's what other ridiculous billionaires that we've got in the world at the moment do. Just keyboard warring against the world. But like I said, I thought it was a bit of an odd casting when I first saw it. But I thought Nicholas Hoult did really well. He's obviously drawn on some real life people, and it's paid off.
But yeah, they went down some like dark routes with him as well. To be fair, I didn't see coming. Like with the dog and stuff, and like with the guy with the Russian roulette thing. I thought that was really well, it'd be interesting.
Keeping his ex-girlfriend in a box.
I know.
He didn't like her. He was jealous of her,
But he was proper like abusive. You know what I mean? Like to his his staff and like the women around him, and like he was just horrible. But someone that you love to hate. Like it was really good. But be interesting to see where he goes in the future, definitely. Because I know Lex Luthor in general has a lot of interesting storylines and stuff. So we have to see where it goes.
I can see him being brought back, whether he'll be like a main villain in a Justice League film or something like that, but he's someone that they will be able to bring back again. I don't quite know how. Obviously, I'm not big into that side of things, but on DC, but it's definitely a villain they'd be able to bring back and would work again.
And I wonder if they'll ever, because I was big into Smallville when I was younger. I wonder if they'll ever bring his dad into it. Because him and his dad in Smallville, God, they had like a very complex relationship. It was really interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if that kind of ties into his like man-child kind of, like always trying to impress dad and stuff like that. Because it's called Luthor Corp, isn't it? It's not called Lex Corp. So like that does bring with it like a legacy kind of.
Maybe.
Is he trying to live up to his dad kind of thing and things like that?
Didn't think of that. Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be put an interesting, put him through a new lens, wouldn't it? I suppose. But yeah, even like the little characters, like Jimmy Olsen, he was good. he had a good little role to play in it, and all the people at the Daily Planet, they were all like proper characters, weren't they? They all had little funny, like humorous bits and things, and they all did the jobs well, and like were good people for Clark and Lois to like interact with, stuff like that. But I even like them; they were well written.
Yeah.
What else was there?
I think that would probably be one of the things I'd say which is a negative of the film, is that they very much were just very, very small minor side characters. And because you got so little of him playing Clark, maybe it would have been nicer to see a little bit more of him developing the Clark Kent side of his character and how he interacts and things like that.
I did feel when we were at the Daily Planet, though, I was like, I could easily watch like a TV show with this cast. You know what I mean? Just the side characters. You know, like if it was like Lois and Clark, and then like all the people that worked at the Daily Planet, I could easily watch a TV show of that. Like it kind of felt like a TV show, like when you were there, kind of thing. It was good. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I said to you when we came out, didn't I? It kind of felt, the whole film kind of felt like a season finale of a TV show that we haven't seen. You know what I mean? You know, because that was like a good thing. Like all the characters were already well developed. You didn't get like any clunky, well, this is this person and this is this person. Like everyone was just already who they were, kind of thing. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, it was good.
And it was quite a tight runtime as well. Like it was only like about 2 hours, wasn't it? I think
2 hour 10. And I'd seen a few other podcasters and whatnot. Some of them have been coming out saying, "Oh, it felt like it went on forever," but I felt it was paced really well, and it did not feel like a 2 hour movie.
No, I could have watched more. I could have watched more of it. To be fair, I was enjoying it so much. Yeah. I did. If I had to point out one thing that was a little bit not negative, but just a bit, I suppose it feeds into the silliness. Like some of the dialogue that some of the characters said was a little bit cheesy, and it wasn't the main characters. It was like just some of the side characters. You know, it's like a cheesy line. The engineer, when she was in the Fortress of Solitude with Lex, and she was like, "I gave away my humanity for this, like to get rid of Superman," kind of thing. I was like, "Oh, that was a bit of a cheesy line." But and what else was there? Like, I know it was supposed to be like an uplifty kind of bit at the end with Superman kind of saying, "Oh yeah, I'm only human" and stuff. But I did kind of feel that was kind of a bit
forced,
a bit on the nose. You know what I mean? Like we kind of got that was the plot of the film. We didn't really have to say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, I don't think there was anything. I don't know. Was there surprises? I suppose because I think it was a change in the origin, isn't it? You know that he was sent there to take over the planet. That's not a Superman thing, is it? I feel like that was added in, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that was more like an Invincible. Have you ever watched Invincible?
Not yet, no.
That is more like an Invincible thing, where like he was sent there to like take over the planet. I don't know if they've kind of just nicked that, but it was I think that kind of worked into the media side of it, didn't you? Know, like it came out on the TV and stuff, and everyone kind of instantly turned on him, kind of thing. I think that's why they kind of did that slight alteration, but it did make it interesting because then it kind of shook him, didn't it? Thinking like, "Oh, am I really who I thought I was?" kind of thing.
Yeah, gave him that little
like doubting himself. Yeah, identity kind of thing. Lost my train of thought now. Why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, the clunky speech at the end.
Clunky dialogues. Yeah.
But I liked.
Do you think?
Was that?
I think of some of the cameos he had as well.
I mean, they were really apart from Supergirl, they were all kind of brief, weren't they? They were just glimpses of people. Nobody really had any lines apart from Peacemaker, which is quite funny.
Yeah, I didn't know, but I knew obviously Supergirl would make an appearance. I didn't realise Peacemaker was gonna. Obviously, he's just there in like he's being interviewed on TV show, isn't he? He's just literally there for all of 2 seconds. But that was.
Have you watched Peacemaker?
No, I've obviously seen him in Suicide Squad, but I've not watched the TV series.
It's really good. Peacemaker is. It's like surprisingly good. But yeah, because I think some of the Justice Gang are in season 2 of Peacemaker. I don't know how much they're in it, but they're in the trailer. So I think that's kind of what that was setting up. But yeah, there was loads of Easter eggs and cameos in it. To be fair, because obviously I didn't know that Crypto is Supergirl's dog. It's not Superman's dog. I didn't even know.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, so that was kind of teasing her, and then she comes in at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize she was going to be in it as much as she was. I thought she'd be like a post credits thing, but I didn't. Just pops in to get a dog back and then buggers off. That was a funny little interaction.
Yeah, you don't get any kind of cameo. It's obviously DC's of a big character, but you get a nice little reference. You just see a sign saying how far it was between Metropolis and Gotham.
Yeah.
So even though obviously we all know the Dark Knight's going to appear at some point, but that's just a nice little nod there. So he's just over there. I know he's played as a very minor character, but I liked Alan Tudyk as Superman Robot number 4, or Gary, as he at the end of the film. I thought he was quite
I thought
good.
They were all dead there when like they got trashed. I didn't realize they could like repair themselves. So I was like, oh, he's back again. Cool. That was quite good. I like the robots; they were cool. I never seen that concept before. It's quite interesting. And I like that the message was in Kryptonian as well, so you couldn't really understand it. And I thought that was quite like accurate.
I didn't realise that it was Bradley Cooper playing his dad either. I didn't realise that until I saw his name in the credits.
Did you not? He just looks like Bradley Cooper.
Nothing clicked in my head to say, "Oh, that's Bradley Cooper."
But yeah, obviously knows him from Rocket and stuff, doesn't he? So he's chucked him in there.
Yeah. It just never clicked though. I just never saw it until he got to there. I was like, "Oh right."
But yeah, that was interesting. I liked the use of the parents as well. Like at the start, he watches the message of like his Kryptonian parents to soothe him, and at the end, he's watching his ma and pa with him together. That was nice.
Yeah, his Earth parents.
That was one of the things that I liked. To be fair, the use of like family and stuff in the film as well is really nice. I think the scene he got back in Smallville with his mum and dad was nice as well.
Yeah.
I think they've gone hard on the country people kind of vibe with them this iteration, aren't they? Like the proper.
Yeah, you got proper. Where's Smallville? Is it like Kansas or something like that? So proper Midwest accents.
I like that though, because it proper shows that he's come from just a normal family, hasn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just really good people, which is nice.
Yeah. I think that also works well because obviously when they do go back to Smallville, again after he's had a bit of a battering, he's had the kryptonite poisoning. Obviously, it's after that's the first time that him and Lois have kind of seen each other again after their little argument. So she's then obviously seen where he's grown up. She's seen that he did go to school. He won medals and he supported the local football team and whatnot. And so I think that then reminds her again he's not just this alien threat that the media's been portraying him as at this point in the film. It's reminding her of his humanity. And that's sort of that turning point, isn't it? Because obviously it's sort of referenced that she's thinking of breaking up that relationship at this point. And then she has that bit, seeing his family, his mum and his dad and where he grew up, and that sort of changes her mind again, doesn't it?
I like the interaction just with Mr. Terrific when she's like talking to him and he's just like, I don't care. But he's just like focused on like what he's doing. It's so funny. He's so like one note and he's so funny. Yeah, I do like but yeah, Lois Lane was really a really strong character in this film. I really enjoyed her. Like that she's kind of like punk rocky, isn't she? I like it. She's very modern.
Yeah.
Independent. I also like how green he is to like a relationship, and it sounds like she's had like a lot more because she's kind of like, I told you I wasn't good at relationships and stuff, and he's just kind of like,
Yeah.
love you. And she's like, yeah, yeah. And then she says it at the end finally when she's like, I don't know, got to know him, like his background a bit more and stuff, hasn't she?
Yeah. And you have the classic Superman Lois Lane kiss floating around.
I
suppose they've got to get it in there somewhere, haven't they?
Yeah, there's a lot of nice visuals in this film. He managed to get his was it a one shot, the Mr. Terrific scene when she's in the bubble thing? Was that all a one shot, or was there any cuts? I'm trying to think. I feel like it was. It just like panned round her, didn't it, when he was doing stuff? Did it?
Yeah.
I like that. That was a mint scene.
Yeah, it was an interesting visual, wasn't it? The way it was done. Because it's more focusing at that point. It's more focusing on her reaction to being literally in the fray, than it is actually focusing on what Mr. Terrific is doing to all the sort of mercenaries that are trying to attack them. So it's her reacting to what she's seeing, and it's a different way of portraying the action, really, which is kind of good. Had some good music behind it as well. I can't remember what the name of the song was at the moment, but obviously James Gunn is quite big on his music.
I think he's dialed it back a bit in this, hasn't he? Like he used a lot more score than he usually does.
Yeah, he has, but he's still. I think he said in an interview that music plays a big part in his life, just in general. So obviously, he probably listens to a lot of music outside as a social thing, but he likes to put that in his films. So even though he has focused more on it being on a musical score as opposed to just having song after song after song, when he has placed a song into it, it's kind of worked.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that particular scene is a good example of where songs probably would work better than just adding some musical score.
Definitely, yeah.
But yeah. What about any negatives for you?
I mean, I kind of gone into the dialogue a bit, but
You mentioned the dialogue, yeah, and I can agree on that as well. Some of it was a bit clunky. I feel occasionally some of the humour was misplaced.
Yeah, like what? Can you think of any examples?
Did
you like Crypto ragging around Lex Luthor?
Lois leaves the Hall of Justice, and Mr. Terrific comes out, and they're like, "Oh, we'll take my." She's like, "Oh, we'll take my car," and she goes, "No." He goes, "No, we'll take mine." And then you get an unnecessary 25-second scene of just a slow garage door panning up. It just wasn't needed. I get why they wanted to do it, but it's just misplaced humour.
I find that quite funny. I did think the second post-credit scene was a bit random, though. You know, at the end.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was for.
Put the city back together, but it's not symmetrical. It's just a little bit up. No, yeah, it wasn't.
It's a bit. I like the Crypto one because that was cute, but then like the Mr. Terrific one was just a bit random. But
I found the character of, can't remember her name now. The one that was Lex's current friend.
Eve Tessmacher, is it? I think that's what it was supposed to be. Yeah.
Found her to be quite annoying.
But she did have a function.
She did have a function. I get it. Yeah, she's the ditzy girlfriend that's always taking selfies and sticking stuff on social media and whatnot, regardless of where she is. But
I didn't get it though. But I think it was supposed to be implying that Jimmy had kind of asked her to get stuff, and that's what the selfies were for. Because she was doing it to get the info in the background so he could use it. That's what I'm assuming. That's what I didn't put that together when I was watching it. I was like, oh yeah, that's why she was doing it.
I don't think it was, because even when he was looking at the selfies that she was sending him, Jimmy didn't realise that there were documents and maps and things that it was Lois that picked up on that. So I just think I think she was probably someone that Jimmy had dated before. And then broke up because he found her to be highly irritating. She's then obviously gone to Lex Luthor, and he thought, oh, well, that might be a way in.
Yeah, maybe.
And she just thought, oh, he likes me again. I'm going to send him a load of.
Yeah, that was funny.
But I just found her to be a bit irritating.
I don't know if it's quite a negative, but it's just kind of just writing. Yeah, I don't think a lot of things were predictable, weren't they? Like you knew who Ultraman was pretty much straight away. Like as soon as he went into the fortress, you were like, well, that's obviously a clone. Like nothing else would make sense, would it, of how he could get in? Like, nothing else would make sense. And what else was there?
I think I know they've done in the Christopher Reeve movies. They did like a Superman clone story before.
But then
is it too early to introduce that into this one?
I can't remember what
straight
happened.
away.
I don't remember what happens in that film, but I feel like it wasn't even a direct clone. It's like he split in two, didn't he? And there was like an evil version of him and then a normal version. I don't remember how that came about, but I do remember it happening in the film. It was quite cool actually. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. The predictability of some of the bits was a bit. But is that just because of so much superhero films at the moment? Everything just becomes predictable now.
I don't know. But then I suppose it's not really like again. There's no criticisms. It's just different views. Like going into this, like I said on my theatre reaction, that certain people might not get this film because it's so for the fans, isn't it? You know, like if you like watching true crime documentaries or like things that are more real, you know what I mean, set in the real world, this film might be very overwhelming. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot. Like you've got different dimensions. You've got like gangs of superheroes. You've got kaiju's. You've got typewriting monkeys. There's like things in there. You're just gonna be like, what is this film? If like you're not steeped in it already, kind of like we are. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not really a criticism, but it's just it can be a lot for some people. You know what I mean? Like
why is he wearing his underpants on the outside? Other Supermen didn't do that. Well, yeah,
they did.
Well, obviously, most people
do you know,
thinking of the Henry Cavill one.
Do you know what James Gunn actually said about? I think David Cornswell actually came up with this rationale of why he did it, because it makes him less intimidating. You know, because he kind of makes him look a bit silly. That's why he did it.
Yeah,
like because he wanted children to be not scared of him. You know what I mean? Something like to be.
Yeah, I saw that. Saw that clip. Yeah. No, but you look again. Henry Cavill Superman didn't have the trunks on the outside. Quite a few of the TV series Superman of recent years didn't have the trunks on the outside.
No, I suppose not.
So
have you seen the is it Superman and Lois? Is that the newest? Is it Superman and Lois? Is that the newest TV show?
I think it is, yeah, but it's just been cancelled now because they didn't want two Superman things competing against each other.
Okay. Have you seen that though? Or not? Have you seen
it? Not yet. No,
I haven't seen any of it either. It's supposed to be really good though, but it also tees up for things coming out next year, doesn't it? Obviously, like you've got Supergirl, and Lanterns as well.
Yep.
Obviously Peacemaker. What else is coming out?
They're doing a R-rated Clayface film, aren't they?
Yeah, it doesn't really reference that, but still. Yeah.
No, but it's going to be still in the same sort of DCU, EU, whatever it's called.
I think that's actually more like I think that's going to be more in tone to like Penguin and stuff, you know. I think actually, apparently, which are putting in the Elseworlds kind of category, aren't they? Where it's not in this universe, I don't think. Which is interesting, I suppose. Anything else I didn't know? Some of the music did work, but I don't. Off the top of my head, I can't really remember any score bits that like stuck with me personally. They only referenced the original theme when he was doing like Superman-y things, didn't you? Know, like holding buildings up and stuff. They used the
you got classic John Williams score, or a nod to it. Yeah,
that's all I really remember from the music. I don't know if watching it again I might pick up more of the music, but yeah, I don't remember it being overly memorable.
He doesn't have a. I know James Gunn has said that obviously he wanted to reference the original John Williams theme because that to him is Superman's theme, but it's not really used that much. Like I say, when he holds up a building or he does something like particularly special, you get the little core bit of the chorus, but that's it. I suppose you can see that as maybe being a bit of a negative, that this is a superhero film where the main character himself actually doesn't have a set piece of music that is his theme. I know it's sort of borrowing what is the Superman march from the 70s films, but he doesn't have his own sort of set theme like everything that every other superhero in the last 20 years has had.
True. Maybe that'll be something that comes later on, possibly.
Maybe.
What about you, anyway? Have you got any particular niggles that you didn't like?
Like I said, sometimes I felt the humour was a bit misplaced. I agree with you on the dialogue. Sometimes being a bit clunky, and some of the things that they said is just not necessary. Like I said, it's not so much a negative. It's just I do feel there should have been a bit more of him being Clark Kent. Maybe. You don't get as much of that. But yeah. Other than that, I can't really think of anything.
I suppose that's good, really. That means it's a good film.
Yeah. I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, really. But I think there's quite a lot of more emotional bits in it than I expected as well, to be fair. You know, like when his Clark Kent's talking to him about like it's your actions and stuff that like define who you are and stuff. Yeah, I really like that. That's good.
Not a recording from his parents.
Yeah, I did like that. It was very affecting thing. And the stuff between him and Lois was really interesting as well. It was really emotional and passionate. It's nice to get some passion in superhero films again. I think it's really good. But yeah, like I said at the start, it's really. I think you said this when you came out as well, that you're excited to see where the universe goes now. I think next.
Yeah. James Gunn keeps it up and sort of like this, it's looking like his new DCU might finally have the ability to possibly rival Marvel, especially with the way that they are at the moment. Disney been idiots to let him go, type thing.
Yeah, so yeah, true. It would be funny if he came back and was like, actually did better with his own kind of universe.
Be very interested to see what his take on Batman will be, because obviously Batman is very dark compared to Superman. It'd be interesting to see where he eventually goes when it comes to getting his hands on Batman.
Do you think he's going to do that himself as well? Do you think he'll do like the big characters himself?
I would have thought so.
Or do you think he's going to do like Wonder Woman and Batman as well? Or do you think he'll give Wonder Woman to someone else?
I would have thought he would certainly look at doing their initial film, maybe. And then if they get sequels, maybe he then just does more of an executive producer and type thing.
Yeah, maybe. But he has said that all the films are going to have like a very different flavour. Yes, hello, cat. But, this is my crypto here. This is my equivalent. This animal. Right. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what Supergirl's like. Whether it's a completely different tone or like more just the same tone but with a different character. Because she does seem very different to Clark. So Superman. So
from what I've seen, and what I understand, his version of Supergirl is going to be very much sort of the opposite to Superman. It's based on a particular series and graphic novel where she is a bit more. She goes off and she parties a lot, and she does get drunk, and is a bit more
Woman
rebellious.
of Tomorrow, isn't it? I think it's called. I think.
That's it. Yeah.
I think that's what Jason Momoa is going to show up in as Lobo, though. Apparently, he's in that film. I think so. That'd be interesting.
So,
yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know when he's going to announce the cast of this Batman film, because I think it's being written now. Is it? I think potentially.
Possibly, yeah.
But it'd be interesting to see who he casts. I think generally Batman's kind of like a little bit older than Superman and stuff, isn't he, as well? Generally,
yeah.
So probably talking what, like, mid 30s, late 30s, something like that. Do you reckon?
Possibly.
Trying to think who would fit into that. A lot of people keep like rumouring about like Jensen Ackles and stuff, don't they, and things like that. But
yeah,
I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see what angle he goes on as well with his Batman, because obviously it's going to be competing against the Batman.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see what way James Gunn takes his version of Batman compared to the Robert Pattinson version.
But then I suppose if he's doing Brave and the Bold, that automatically makes it different, because it's a Batman at a different time in his life, isn't it? Because he's got, I think all the Bat family's already done, because obviously he's got Damian, and that's like he comes a lot later. So you've already got a Nightwing, you've already got a Batgirl, you've already got like potentially like Red Hood and stuff. So they're already, I think, because unless they change it and Damian comes a lot earlier, I don't know, which would be weird, but
maybe
I don't know. But we'll see.
We'll see.
I'm intrigued to see what they do with Damian as well. Is he going to literally be a kid, or are they going to like age him up a little bit? Because I don't know how a kid superhero would play. But I didn't know how Crypto would play, and he was Mint. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Stole the show for me.
But yeah.
Last bit. How would you rate it out of 5?
See, I said I'm out of the theatre that it was easily probably a 4, like 4, I think, personally. I don't know about you.
I'd probably say about 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thoroughly enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to.
Are you going to go and see it again?
Possibly, yeah. Might try and see if I can convince Amy to go.
If the film can win her over, then it can win anyone over, because she doesn't seem to like.
She's not a fan of Superman at all.
So yeah, so you have to let me know if you go and see it. Yeah, that's us, and that's our review. And you have to let us know in the comments, and we can have a chat about it. If anyone, give us your ratings, give us your favourite characters, least favourite characters, what you thought of the themes and the plots, and David Cornsweet as Superman. Did you like him? Did you not like him? Where you think the universe is going to go? Do you like the start of it? And if you've liked what you've seen here today, please like and subscribe, and follow us on our social media.
Next up will be Fantastic Four at the end of the month.
Yeah, that's like in 2 weeks, I think, possibly.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure when the review of that will be up, but we'll try and get it out as soon as possible. And we'll catch you later.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye.